Hey guys, good evening. Just wanted to go over a couple of things. This is relative to some questions and some comments that I've had. It's to be kind of a short one, but I want to answer a few questions that I had, and it was this. A lot of folks are saying, okay, I hear what you're saying, but how do I start? I've not been around this sort of thing, and I've not learned this, which brings me to my point. My point is this. Let's go way back. When I say way back, to when you were born, okay? Or to when I was born. Now then, at that time, you don't have anything up here, but starting from there going forward, it's how we're trained and what we listen to, who's the most and biggest influence in our training that we have from there forth. And you might say, well, I had a lot of bad trainers. A lot of people had bad influence on me. Could be. But now that we recognize that, let's do something about it. So with that in recognition, and now what I'm driving at is this. You hear a lot of people say, okay, my parents are this or that, and I was trained this way, and they said this and said that, and that's the way I am. I'm just inherited what I did. I don't agree with that. And here's what I say. You can learn something different than what you were trained because it's all about the training aspect. So you have to get around to, like I've been saying through this whole thing, let's go around to your 2 steps. And if you're going to train you, then that's going to be your hardest student, and it's going to be your best student, and that is you. So, with what's your career, whatever you're trying to do or going to do in mind, and you set that down as being, okay, this is exactly what I want to do, and you can't waver on this because you got to be true to yourself. Okay, now we've got that written down. Remember, your pen is your friend. You write that down on your little 3x5 card, every one you have. And now you come to the second step. And this is in the training of you. Be willing to do and do whatever it takes to accomplish step 1. And you're saying, that's so catch-22, redundant. No, it has to be that way. And everything we do, the greatest people, the greatest learned people, the most contributory ones we've had in society, if you look at what they did, they followed that exact thing. They had a passion about something, and they would not take no for an answer. And the no, maybe it didn't come from society. Most of society said, no, you can't do that. But they themselves did not accept that no. They took that and said, that's just fuel for the fire. I will go ahead and do it. Now, they had to have a plan, but the plan was, after you had the plan laid out, it's execution of that plan. That execution is up to you, of course. So, when a baby comes into the world, can be you, can be me, can be any baby. It doesn't know a language. You can train that baby, that person, for any language, and there's hundreds of them out there, from the very get-go. It doesn't have to be, say, if one's born an English one to an English-speaking family, doesn't mean it's going to speak English. It's whatever you train it. So it comes back once again to the training of you. Whatever you've been trained to up to this point, and it's not what you like, okay, set it aside. You say, well, it's not that easy. Yes, it is too. You got to take you serious. You set that aside and say, okay, whatever how I've been trained, it's not the way I want to go. So what am I going to do about it? I'm going to draw me up a plan, take the one thing that I'm most passionate about, and I know you guys are getting tired of me saying this, saying, why don't he say something else? But because you can't. There's no other way to do it. You have to take this, whatever this is that you're after, and put yourself into that, and I mean wholeheartedly. I mean, you got to be all in. And if you look at any business person, that can be business, can be anything else, can be a marriage, can be anything. You've got to be all in. And to the person that's not all in, they get a little wishy-washy, you know. Well, maybe it's this way, maybe it's that way, I don't know. It's no good. And it winds up being just that way. It's just kind of floating along. Not the popular thing to do when you make adaptation to yourself and whatever you're going after, because a lot of people say, especially when they find out what you're trying to do, they will not encourage you, they will discourage you. So, with that said, you're saying, well, how do you know that? I've went through it a couple of times in my life. And the people that you think that you can trust with these career secrets of yours, that's the ones that wind up that you can trust the least. I've learned this the hard way, that they will in fact undermine you, if you will. Oh, they won't do nothing dangerous to you. But you know, the psychological part of it works on you pretty heavy. Especially if your mate might say to you, you can't do that. Says who? Who told you that? Who told you I can't do it? That should offer you encouragement. If you've got that commitment to it, when someone tells you that, that should be the encouragement that you need to go for it. Now, in the learning that you're going after, remember what I told you. Whatever it is that you're after, and you want to become an authority on that subject, take 1 hour per day. One concentrated hour per day. And that's 7 hours per week. Now, you can't have a phone, can't have a lot of other activity or any other activity going on. This is one dedicated hour to whatever it is you're after per week or per day. And within a year, you'll be the authority on that subject, I can tell you. And I know that sounds a little bit way out there, but prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I'm telling you right now. After a while, you'll probably run out of material to study about what it is that you're after. And people will start coming to you, asking you questions about it, and then you already know what it is because you've studied it. And you become passionate about it, and then as a direct result of that, the money starts flowing to you. You didn't have to go out there on some fixed income. And here's the thing about, say if you have a salary per year, doesn't matter what it is, that's called a fixed income. Or if you're making so much per hour, that's called a fixed income. Used to, people thought, well, a fixed income is just for old people. No, it's for anybody that has a set level of income. Now, it can be salary, it can be hourly, whatever it is. If you don't and can't have a variance on that, that's a fixed income. Now, if it's something you passionately have to have, the income just keeps rising. Just keeps rising. Because your passion never goes away, and the passion is more and more and more and more each day, because it's what you live to do. The money just starts to increase. And it's what I call mailbox money. It just keeps showing up, and that's what you're after. Now, and it's not just the money, it's that feeling that of satisfaction that you get to have in pursuing what you have and knowing other people want that. Look around at the people, look at some of the people I'm associated with. Let's take Motion Raceworks. How about those guys? Let's take how about Cletus McFarland? Let's take that. Any of that stuff. The people that are surrounded in, take any of the big YouTubers. That stuff just didn't happen by accident. They saw something and said, you know, I don't mind buckling down and doing that. Now, and it's not about the money. The people that I know and I'm surrounded with now do the things they do out of a passion for it. And the money just comes as a direct result of that. So I would say to you this, and this is from me to you. You are the one that can affect your income, period. It's all up to you. It's not up to me. It's not up to the people around you. It's you. And whatever you choose, let it be that it comes from your heart, from what you seriously want to do. Follow the steps outlined. And I mean, really stick to them. Put all in. You've got to be all in. And don't let yourself get taken astray to other little pathways along the way about things that are not contributory to what you're doing. Now, that will not win friends and influence people, to steal his term. But I can tell you right now, it's contributory to what you're doing. Because when you become so focused on that, on what you're doing, you're going to be amazed at what it does. So with that said, please take this to heart. Take you seriously on it. And let's get up off of it and do it. So with that, I'll say a good day to you. Hope your day was great. I'll talk with you again very soon.